everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Kai, and today I have for you another haul video. So this is going to be my purchases from Black Friday from Sweetie Nail Supply, along with some PR that they sent me for the month of December. So recently Sweetie Nail Supply had their Black Friday sale. Thank you again so much to everybody who used my code. It is currently over at the time that I'm filming this, but if you did not get to order the things that you wanted, or maybe you get some extra money for Christmas and you want to treat yourself to some nail supplies, not to fret, they do have one more sale at the end of the year for Boxing Day, but this is everything that I picked up. So I did get two gel collections. These are both cat eye collections. This is from a brand new to me. I believe it's Bonoir or Bonoir, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Speaking of which, my manicure today features the Bonoir polishes. This is, I don't remember the color offhand, but I'll make sure to note it when I show you the collection. But they're super sparkly. I just had to open it as soon as I got it and do a little shimmery, glittery winter set. I have the Yeonglong collection from VALLA, which is also magnetic gels. I did get a couple Bandi products to try now that they're available in the United States from Sweetie Nail Supply. I got a couple kind of like basic face gels, the new Zombie Top Gel, the low consistency, a foil gel, and a hollow foil. I got just a single mag gel from a brand new to me. This is from Stella. I have a chrome from Salt Recipe, which is also another brand that's new to me. And then a couple brushes from Flicka Nail Arts. And then to round it out, I did pick up a couple of the hide and seek gels to use with that D-Gel, Tok gel that I reviewed in my last video. So we will revisit these and see how they perform. This is like that cool poke gel that spreads when you apply it. And I don't have it laid out here because it does not fit on the desk with everything else. But I did get another nail curing lamp, so let's actually go ahead and start by reviewing that. But before I get there, thank you again to everybody who watches my channel, who use my codes to support me. I really do appreciate it. If you like nail art hauls, nail art tutorials, vlogs, and all of that fun stuff, then please consider subscribing. But without too much more chit-chatting, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're actually going to start with this big boy here. So this is the new lamp that I ordered. It is the Kokoist Le Blanc, and it is the cordless LED and UV hybrid lamp. So what this means is that it goes from, I think it's 365 nanometers to a 405 nanometer wavelength. When it comes to polishes, they do have specific wavelengths of light that should be emitted in order to cure them fully. Now, people do recommend that you use the lamp according to whatever system that you're using for the most part, and I'll be honest, I am not a scientist. I just know what I've personally researched, and you want one that is powerful enough. Unfortunately, wattage can be kind of used as like a deceptive tactic. Wattage just means the amount of power that's used to run the lamp. It does not necessarily mean the amount of power or lumens that the lights themselves output. So I hate to say it, but there isn't really like a surefire, here's the best lamp overall. I would just potentially look for how many bulbs are featured in the lamp. Is the brand itself known for being reputable? Do they actually provide a lumens amount? Because if they can provide an amount of light that is emitted from the lamp, that's actually a really good sign. And then what is the wavelength for the nanometers? Now, I personally have been using a LeBlanc lamp. This is actually a replacement for my old LeBlanc lamp that I got about almost 2 years ago. It's just time. I noticed that my current lamp is kind of fading. The light is not as bright, and when that happens, you do want to replace your lamp. If you are somebody who works like in a salon, you may end up replacing yours every year. For me, since I'm doing content, I am filming and using my lamp quite often, which does mean that I am having to replace it probably quicker than a regular DIY hobbyist would. But here's what the package comes with, your instructions. They do give you a warranty. It's a 1-year warranty, so it's limited, but that is nice in case something goes wrong with it in the first year. And then you get your power cable. It is kind of like one of those round power cables. I have so many at this point, but it comes with one included. Your power source. I will say it is pretty beefy, but the nice thing about this lamp is it is wireless, so you can plug it in, charge it, and then unplug it. You can keep this, whole power cable set up somewhere else if you don't want it right on your desk. It comes with that. And then the lamp itself. So it does come all nicely wrapped here. And it is a pretty basic design. It's just like a nice white. It is kind of like a pearlescent plastic. And then here's all your controls. So you do get a 10, 30, 60, and 90 second setting. The 90 second is low heat, meaning the lights will pulse instead of remaining on, so that if you have a gel that cures particularly quickly and causes heat spikes, this is a great option for that. It'll show you here how much battery it currently has and your timer for how long it's set to cure. So now that it's plugged in, we should be able to turn it on and off with our setting here. So yeah, you just hold down that button and it'll tell you then how many seconds you have it set for, and then the button itself lights up. So you have 10 seconds, you can do 30 seconds, 60, or the 90 second mode. The bottom here is magnetic, so you can remove it for easy cleanup. And then it does actually have these little stands, so if you did want to prop up your lamp and have it be slightly angled, that is an option. And it has 2 sets of stands, so one lower profile and then one higher profile. And then if you look in there, you can see it has so many lights. And honestly, for me, that's a good thing. I know that some people are concerned about potential skin damage that you might do with curing. I, again, am not a scientist. If I am more concerned about my gel curing properly, so I would rather go with a high power lamp with lots of lights, lots of power to it, and then just wear sunscreen or something like that if I felt the need to. So yeah, I like the fact that it has all of the different light nodules in there. And then to activate, it is motion sensitive, so you can just stick your hand in. To turn it off early, you just tap the button again. Or you can tap the button and turn it on without putting your hand in. And then just to do a little comparison, this is my old lamp, and if I turn both on, you can definitely tell that this lamp here is dying out. The lights are not as bright on this one, especially the brighter ones, which I don't know if they're the UV or the LEDs. So I was definitely in need of a replacement. So I am happy I took advantage of that 25-30% off, because I will say it's an investment. It's $300 with no sales, whatever, but I find it well worth it for my peace of mind. Okay, so let's look at my basic gels next, maybe. So in terms of basic, I did get a Viewgel. This is a base gel. This one we'll come back to because it is not a basic gel. I also picked up the Kokoist Ultra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat on recommendation actually from the Nail Babe on Instagram. I love her content. I've been watching a lot of her recommendations recently. I got 2 of the Doughy Albe collection. I have been using this almost non-stop since I got it. I use it for evening out my the surface of my nails before I go in with like a cat eye polish or any sort of sheer color where you want a nice even base to work on. I just think it's a gorgeous nude color that is really good for my skin tone. This is the number 2. And then I just picked up the white to try out as well. And then I love my Yoga Zombie Top, the regular Zombie Top. It is a thicker formula though, so I wanted to try the low gel just to see how that performed. So let's start with these 2 and then we can top them off with our top gels and see how that performs. All right, so let's actually look at this base gel. So I actually got this one because sometimes with all of the wear and tear that my nails go through with applying different press-on sets, removing them, doing my nails a lot, I do get some damage to my nails, especially if I let them grow out. So I wanted to pick this one up. It is marketed as a hard gel and it's supposed to be like a repairing formula. So I think it has something in it that is meant to be good for your nails. But I really got it as like a repair system so that if I do get some sort of like crack in my nail or something, then I can use this as an overlay, as a base layer, just to add that extra bit of strength to reinforce the breakage. So let's see how this actually performs. All right, so first, let's see what the consistency is like. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this is quite thick. And I like the skinny brush to get right in around the cuticle. So yeah, this is quite the thick formula. It's almost like a little chunky, but not necessarily in a bad way. Definitely bodes well for its strengthening properties. Okay, we'll go ahead and cure that. Then actually, I'm gonna paint a little bit on a palette and just see how strong it is. So I'm adding a decently thick layer here. It does have just a little bit of yellowing, but nothing egregious. Every clear yellows, honestly, it's hard to find one that doesn't. Okay. It has like a little bit of give to it, but it's definitely not like breaking or snapping. A little bit of flexibility can actually be really good for adding strength because then it's not going to snap right away if stressed. So yeah, I'm excited to try this out. That's a very interesting, very durable consistency actually. Okay, so far my thoughts, I like it. It's definitely on the thicker side. So if you are not about thick base gels, this one is not for you, but it does seem really sturdy. It has that little bit of give so that it can stretch with your nail, which is good. And then I'm gonna do just quick little swatches here of the builder gel for you. So this one again is number 2. It is the nude color that I find a perfect fit for my nails. There are 4 colors in total, including that white one. And here is the color. It is on the more sheer side for sure, but I like that. I'm a big fan of syrup gels. And then what I really like about it is actually the consistency. I think that it self-levels beautifully, and I can get a pretty easy, quick set of builder gel nails put on. So if I'm applying this, I will lay down a thinner slip layer like this. Then I'll go in with the excess and start building up the shape. Flip it over. Try to concentrate more of this in the center area. So here's what this looks like. Unfortunately, these swatches honestly are not the best to build an apex on. They're kind of weird shaped. Like they're very steeply curved here at the cuticle end. I don't know, I ordered them off Amazon, so is what it is. They're not the best quality, but you can see just how smooth that surface is. And that was me adding a decent amount of product to build it up to get that nice blended apex. So yeah, I do really like the consistency of these albays. Again, slightly thinner maybe than some other builders you might be used to, but I think it sticks to itself very well and self-levels beautifully so that you get the nice shape. And then this one here is the white color, the milky white, which I love a good milky white. So I wanted to try out that color for this line of polishes. Ooh, that's pretty. It's almost like a little bit pink. I don't know if you can see there. It has ever so slightly a pink tint, which honestly I do like. I think that slight tint keeps it from being kind of like a natural looking. And also it helps with any sort of yellowing. So when you cure it, if there's any yellow, having a slight like pink or purple tint is going to in some ways cancel that out. All right, and here's the white. Again, just going in with a thin slip layer first. Then I'll take my bead, start working this down the nail. Concentrating most of that product in the middle. All right, and there is color number 1. Please ignore the hair that I accidentally encapsulated in there. But again, it just gives a really nice, smooth finish. So yeah, big fan of these two. And then this one here is our zombie top. So again, I have the Yoga Zombie, the standard top gel, and it is a really nice, super thick consistency. I actually use it around charms even to kind of like encapsulate them. But sometimes I don't want a thick top coat. Sometimes I want something a little bit thinner. So I'm excited to try out this low consistency version. So let's see. Okay, yeah, that's quite thin. I'm trying to think. I believe the glass top is slightly thinner. Maybe because I do really like the Mayo glass top as well. I think that one's even a little bit runnier than this one. So this is a really nice in-between. All right, so let's top our white swatch. I did just wipe it down so you could get the full effect of the top coat. Okay, that's nice. Feels good to apply it. Yeah, I would definitely say it's probably an in-between for the Mayo Glass and the Yoga Zombie top. So yeah, here is the low top. I will say it is what it looks like, which is very shiny. Now I can't say anything about the durability because I just got it, but if it is anything like the Zombie, the Zombie Standard does not cure rock hard, in that if you scrape the nail a little bit, it doesn't like flake off. It almost like opens up as if you're cutting through, I don't know, thick silicone or something like that. And so somehow it has like this self-healing property because it is slightly flexible, because that actually helps increase the durability, at least in my experience. So yeah, this is really nice. I don't notice any significant yellowing or anything like that. Very shiny still. So yeah, I'm excited to use this more. All right, and then let's look at our last top coat. This is the, can you even read that? It's kind of hard to see. It's a black label on a very nicely chromed bottle, but it is the Kokoist Ultra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat. Again, I picked this up on recommendation from the Nail Babe. Curious about the consistency for this one. Oh, okay, this is quite similar to the last. I will say it's like a lower consistency, lower viscosity. So we'll go ahead and top this one. This one also goes on pretty nicely. Self-levels pretty evenly. Let's cure it. All right, and that one is also super nice and shiny. Again, I can't say much about retention just because I am not doing a wear test right now, but I like the way it applies. I just want to do a little patch test here to look at the yellowing. So here is after being cured, very, very little yellowing. It's not super noticeable. This is the Kokoist, and that is the Zombie low top. Not bad at all, very good clarity. Now in terms of fun singles, I did get these for here. So this is from the Nekogel ice cream collection. This is that Stella magnetic gel, and this one is a flash magnetic gel, I believe. And then I did pick up 2 Bandi magnetic gels because, for one, I'm a magnetic gel addict, I swear. If it's shiny, shimmery, I can't help myself. But also, I've never tried the Bandi formula before because until earlier this fall, Bandi was region locked and Sweetie Nail Supply could not sell it to Americans. So I'm super excited to try these out. I've always liked the Bandi bottles, these nice long handles, and these like thick oval, half oval bottles I think are really interesting. So let's actually swatch these first. This one is Misty Fog. I'll make sure to put all of the information up in the corner, but I am a purple fiend, and so I had to have this. It looked like it was going to be a really pretty shimmery purple, and that is indeed the case. It's a very light color. A very subtle shimmery purple. Oh yeah, that's a really subtle color. The name makes sense, the Misty Fog. And I believe this collection, I don't think many of the colors that it came from were super punchy in your face shades. They were all more on the subtle side, which sometimes you want just as like the background nail art. I could see this being really pretty in nuanced looks. So that went on really smoothly. Ooh, and that's a really glowy formula. Oh, that's really pretty. The color is definitely subtle. Like, this is not an in-your-face sort of color. It is very much just like a mist. A misting of color, if you will. But look at that glow. Oh, that's so pretty, so shimmery. Ugh, and this is how they get me with these cat eye gels is I can't help it. If it's just shiny, I want it. See what a spotlight effect does. All right, maybe I'm a fan of Bandi now. Okay, yeah, pretty impressed with this so far. All right, so now this one is Pink Aurora, and I think this is from the Glaze collection. I'll double check and again put everything up in the corner. But this one is, I believe, supposed to be more of a glittery finish. I wanted to just try out a couple before I committed to like full collections. That's what I usually do with new brands. Ooh, yeah, I remember where I got this one now. It is definitely from the Aurora collection. and it has like this hot pink, almost purple sheen to it that I thought was super pretty. I'll say I do like the handles because they are nice and long, and they have this like divot in the middle. You can really grip something, so it's nice. It's quite sheer, but that pink is beautiful. I think with like a matching jelly base, this would be insanely pretty. See if I can do a thicker layer just to build up that base color. This one is, I think, a slightly thicker formula than the last one. So it does seem like there's maybe a slight formula difference between the types of magnetic gels. I like a thicker magnetic gel just because it allows me to build up the color better. Okay, let's see what this looks like magnetized. Ooh, yeah, okay. This one is definitely a little bit more of like a sparkly, shimmery cat eye. Very pretty. And just like the perfect bubblegum pink. Honestly, this would be such a nice spring Valentine's Day color. And that's gorgeous. Again, very sheer on the base, but look at that shine. So here are these two together. If you can't tell, I have a type. I like pink, I like purple, blue, green, and I like shimmery. But I'm super excited now to try more Bandi because these performed wonderfully. All right, so here is another brand new to me. This is the Stella Mag number 5. I think this is a flash variant too, but it was just this stunning deep blue color that I had to try. If anybody is more familiar with the brand and can explain, is this their normal branding or is this just specifically describing the color? It's talking about an eel and a snakefish, which if that's another language for eel, like a snakefish, that's funny. So I don't know, is that the color or is that like the branding for the brand itself? This one was on the more expensive side, and the bottle is 5 milliliters. So most Japanese Korean gels that I purchase come in 10 milliliter bottles. This one is 5, so it is a bit on the pricier side, but the color on the website just looked too pretty to pass up. Ooh, and look at that. I don't think the camera's picking it up, so I'm excited to swatch it. But it is this gorgeous, like navy blue with silvery magnetic particles, and then all these, I don't know if they're hollow glitters? Maybe, because I'm seeing almost every color in the rainbow, I think. And that is packed full of glitter. And it's honestly quite opaque, actually. It's not like a jelly base. It's more of like a milky base almost. The color payoff is definitely there. I want to do a thick layer here, but I'm trying to not be too thick to where it won't cure all the way through. All right, and let's see the magic happen. Ooh, yeah, that's also going to be a really nice glowy polish. And look at that. Oh, that's really pretty. It has that nice like blue shimmer, but then it has all the sparkles and the glitters in it. I think this is reflective, so in a second I will turn on the spotlight, see if I can get the reflective particles to show. Ooh, that light chasing effect makes it really look like the night sky. That's stunning. Again, it's a little bit pricey, but it's so pretty. That's what it looks like under a spotlight. Gosh, that shine is actually blinding. Like, I'm looking at it both in the viewfinder and in real life, and it is so stunning. This would be a gorgeous, like, dark holiday set featuring like a cold winter sky. All right, well, now I feel like I need to get more of these, which is fortunate and unfortunate because my wallet cannot handle that right before Christmas, but this was just so pretty. I feel like this brand and Mind just do like those dark, moody flash gels so well. I don't know if you saw recently the Mayan V, I think it's Toro collection came out. I'm so tempted to get it, but I'm trying to save for Christmas presents for other people, you know, 'tis the season to be giving, not just to myself. So yeah, I'll wait on it, but it looks stunning. If any of you get it and you haul it, let me know because I'd love to see and live vicariously through all of you. But I'm very happy with this one. And last of our single fun gels is the Nekogel ice cream color NG05. This is the strawberry ice cream, I think. And while I really love the collection, I was trying to be conservative about what I was picking. Again, just trying to save a little bit for the holidays. So I picked out one. I didn't go too crazy, though I definitely could see myself using all of the collection. Ooh, and that's so cute. So it's like a really nice baby pink with little deeper pink and white flecks in it. I love a good flake polish, something fun with texture, with embeds. And this one is very, very nice. Ooh, I can see this being like a popular Valentine's Day color. Oh, how sweet is that? Oh, I really like that. Like this is a background and then maybe some 3D conversational heart charms on it. That would be so cute. And it is a little bit chunky going on, you might have been able to see because of the embeds, but it smooths out really nicely. Oh, I love that. That's just too precious. Honestly, I'm really liking Nekogel so far. I do have their Juicy Fruit collection. It's their super pretty, really pigmented cat eye set. I did swatch that in my last haul. I think this set is really cute and they just came out with a sweater set. And I've seen a lot of sweater sets recently, particularly in like the light pastel colors, but the Nekogel palette is like really deep, rich, autumnal, wintry colors that also are sorely tempting me, but I'm trying to be good. This though is making me want to get more of the ice cream gels and some of those sweater gels. It's very cute. All right, so while we're swatching, maybe we can look at these hide and seek gels. So in my last video, I tested out this, which is the D-Gel Talk Gel. And you can use this with any sort of like cream polish to get that spreading effect. So I'm gonna combine these and see how it works. Mostive also has its own Talk Gel base. I didn't get it when I made this order because I had this one. So I'm just gonna see if they work together. Now with this one, you actually don't even need like a special spreading gel. You just put this base down and then use any sort of opaque cream gel over the top. I even used the D-Gel paint gels and that worked really well. But I do kind of want to see if having like a specific gel made for this effect makes any sort of difference. So that was a lot, but I'm gonna paint on the base layer. This formula is quite thin, which is nice because it won't add a bunch of bulk to your nail. So once you've applied the base, you actually do want to cure it. You don't want to leave it uncured.
Hey, you like toy?
Boyfriend brought me mint. And then we'll go in with these hide and seek gels. Oh, weird. Okay, so I got the black one. And I guess it's a blue-based black. This definitely needs mixed. All right, that is a really interesting formula. It's like a deep blue with black pigment, like powdered pigment, I think. All right, let's see. What is the white like then? Okay, so the white, it does look like it needs mixed a little bit, but not as much. Then the black is nice one coat coverage. Ooh, that shrinks away super fast though. You kind of gotta work quickly with these is what I'm learning. Okay, so yeah, these are definitely a little bit of a learning process. They spread super quickly, as you can see here. I was able to get some lettering in on the white. The black was just a lost cause at that point, so I just kind of like let it pool, because honestly, I think this looks kind of cool. Let's see, is it cured all the way through? No, so I would say too, don't use quite as much as I did, because this is still a little bit soft. Let me try to cure from beneath and see if it hardens. Yeah, okay, so use less product, work more quickly, especially if working with that black. But I thought this was actually kind of a cool effect, the way it shrinks on itself like that. So yeah, I am excited to play around with these. I would say if you have the D-gel paint pots, it works perfectly fine with the Tok Tok gel. You might try experimenting with that, but these specific gels, the hide and seek ones, they do spread easier. So just something to consider with what you want out of a gel like this. But I think it's a really fun concept. Okay, so up next, maybe we look at the brushes. So these are both from Flicka Nail Art. And I got the angled brush and then their pointed brush. Now that I do a lot of hand-painted nail art, I do really think having nice brushes makes a big difference. So I wanted to try out these because I've never tried a Flicka product before. So I do like that they come with their own caps. I don't really buy brushes unless they have their own cap anymore. I become a brush snob like that. But this one is just their like pointed art brush, and I was hoping it would be good for some smaller petals. So I actually have my D-gel paint here. I decanted them into this watercolor palette. So I'm just gonna take the white here. Cute little petals on our swatch from earlier. Oh yeah, that would be really nice for petals. That works super well. I do have the Dayami petal brush, the Leaf Cute, which I really like. It is slightly thicker than this one, so I feel like this is a good in-between, like a petal leaf brush and then just a normal liner. It just gives these really tiny, delicate petals. So I'm really excited about that actually. I think this is a really nice painting brush. It is more on the stiffer side, which is fine for like these petal details. So yeah, I'm excited to play around with that more. Okay, and then this one here is the angled brush. Now I have some angled brushes, but they're really big. So I wanted one of these smaller ones. And this one is, I would say, a little bit softer than the last, not quite as stiff. And it is much smaller than other angled brushes I've used. I'm hoping I can do like little bows with this one. Oh yeah. So this will be really good for like ribbons or like fish fins. Even butterfly wings. This one I'll have to play around with a little bit more to get used to the shape, but I do really like the pointed brush. All right, and then last but not least, in terms of single items, I did pick up the gum gel, which is supposed to be a foil glue, and then also got the KKOR rainbow holographic film. So we're gonna put this to a test and see if I can film an entire nail, like do the entire surface. I feel like that's the best test of a foil gel. All right. Okay, so this is a pretty nice thin consistency. I will say it has a bit of a smell. That is something I've noticed with foil glues though. The other ones that I've tried before also smell some, so just a warning. And then this is the hollow film from KKOR. I really wanted the one from Ungu. Oh boy. Hi, Gimme. I have a visitor. What's up, buddy? I'm trying to film. Can't be around the nail stuff. But the Unga one was out of stock, so I went with this one. It should be, though, a transfer film, which is what I've really been looking for. Not just like an aura sheet, a hollow sheet, but an actual like true transfer film. So let's see. So that's the gel glue applied. Maybe I'll cut a little piece of this off. All right, so I just cut off a little piece, and now I gotta figure out which side of this. So let's just stick that down and rub the heck out of it. All right, moment of truth. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Like there's a little bit of patchiness, but I think that's more due to the nature of the foil can't lay completely flat on a nail like this. But on the areas where it is pretty flat, like that applied very nicely. So I do recommend this as a foil gel. I think this works great. I just cured it for 30 seconds and then applied the foil. And the foil itself is very pretty, very hollow. I'm really excited to play around with this actually. Very nice. Okay, so now for the collections. This is a new brand to both Sweetie Nail Supply and myself. I believe it's Bonoir or Bonoir. It says La Maison, which I think is home in front. So this is the Magnetic Gel collection, the Blooming collection. Now I did open this because this is what I used on my nail set that I showed at the start of the video. In the box you get 10 magnetic gels, and if you'll notice they're all very cool toned blues, pinks, purples, and a clear or white. It does come with its own bar magnet. And then of course you have a little swatch card. And these are going to be a really nice shimmery sparkly set, perfect for winter. Now these were sent to me as PR, but I had been eyeing this collection even before it was offered because I just think these are such fun winter pastels. So let's go ahead and swatch all of them. So first up we have number 1, and this is the white. It is more of like a silvery white. This is a thicker formula, but again, I like a thicker cat eye formula. There we go. Already it's really pretty, very sparkly, but when we activate it, there we go, very shiny, and even in the areas where it's not magnetized, like when you turn it to the side, it still has a really nice sparkle to it. With number 2, we get into those icy blues. This is like a Cinderella color for sure, more of like a silver almost. The base colors are very transparent, very jelly-like, so these are not going to be super vibrant colors, but rather really shimmery. That's what the focus is on. That one's very pretty. And number 3 is our slightly deeper blue. Ooh, and I feel like this one definitely has a purple shift to it. And here's number 3. Just a bit more blue than the last one. All right, number 4, we're getting even deeper into more of like a purple color. Ooh, that one's nice. And that one's really pretty. It has that purple base and then some blue glitter, I think. And that same frosty cat eye pigment. And here's number 4. All right, and here is number 5, and I think this is the color I have on my nails right now. It's a really nice purple. I'd say this is a true lavender color. And I really like this color, probably because I'm partial to purple, but also I just think the mix of that frosty cat eye and then the glitters underneath is so pretty. And that's number 5. And for the sake of testing, I'm actually going to add a second coat underneath just to see what kind of color payoff we can get. Maybe I would advise 2 coats for this one. I'm just going to demagnetize this layer. And yeah, it does deepen it a little bit, so I probably would recommend 2 coats for these polishes just because they are more on the subtle side. All right, and number 6 is another lavender color. Okay, and up next is number 8, and now we're getting into the pinks. Oh, and that's a really pretty, like, rose pink. Ooh, that one's really pretty. Even the magnetic particles are a little bit on the pinky side. All right, and second to last, number 9, another pink. Ooh, Ooh, okay, and this one's lighter than the last. This is another really pretty color for Valentine's Day. And here's number 9. I also think this would be gorgeous for like a magical girl set. Sailor Moon, that would be stunning. All right, and last but not least is number 10, and this is going to be a really light pink. Yeah, that's just like a barely there pink, but still with that nice pink and almost gold cat eye particle. Yeah, so this is a really subtle pink with barely a base color, but still that really nice pink cat eye. Subtle but cute. Okay, so I did go back in and add a second coat to all of the nails, just because I feel like one coat wasn't doing it justice. I would definitely recommend 2. And now you can see the color variation. My favorites, I think, are definitely like from here down. These ones are quite similar, honestly. Like having the silver is nice, but then these two are pretty similar. So I like from here down. And they are just really glittery and shiny and all things that you want out of a cat eye. Let me go ahead and turn the exposure down a little bit so you can see the shine even better. Okay, so here's what it looks like with a lower exposure. And you can just see all of that beautiful shimmer. By the way, if you're trying to photograph or get videos of cat eye, you want to turn down your exposure and try to have like one light source. But yeah, I am pleased with this collection. I can't wait to do some like icy winter nails. And if you didn't check out my last set, I did like a sparkly Doyen inspired winter set that is beginner friendly. So definitely check out that tutorial if you haven't. But yeah, so far I think these are gorgeous. I love the mix of glitter in there. I think it just adds a lot of dimension. Just note that they are on the more subtle side, so they're not going to be super bright pops of color, but more like a tint. Okay, and then I saved what is at least the best in terms of packaging for last, because look at this. So this is the VALLA Yeonglong collection, I believe. I'm probably butchering that, but it comes in this little like organza bag with the VALLA logo. You get this cute little knot keychain, and then the bag ties at the top. It's so pretty. So to open it, you just untie it from here. The keychain you can pull off, and you can actually use this tassel, connect it to something. The knot part is plastic, so these parts are plastic, but then the strands are fabric. And then this bag is an actual like little bag with handles. So I did open this collection because I did the swatches already for a swatch card. And I didn't want to break this seal on the tape here until I did the swatch video. But this bag you could definitely save and use to like regift things, or even, I don't know, put stuff in here. Like it's a nice little organza bag. Honestly, I hate to say it, I'm a sucker for nice packaging. So I did pick this solely because of the packaging, because I thought this combo was just so pretty. This one was gifted to me as PR, but it is a set of 8 magnetic polishes in very like nude neutral colors. So it's giving very like clean girl aesthetic. You get some nudes, some pinks, and then one white. And these ones, I did again already swatch them. They are very subtle. So the magnetic shine on them is more of like a glow rather than a shine, very fine particles, but it's meant to be very subtle, very understated in these nude colors, just basics for the background of designs. But I love the packaging. Like look at this box with these soft flowing curtains and these like mauvey pink tones. And then the tape even. The tape is like these really ornate frames. I just think they did such a good job with this packaging. And then here's the swatch card. Like I said, I've actually already swatched it. I will go through and swatch all of them with you, but here's just a little look, a preview at the colors and the card. Starting with 33, this is going to be your white, and it is like a slightly pink toned white. Again, I believe to counteract any yellowing, but it's just a nice milky color. These I would say are like a medium to low viscosity. They're not super thick, but they're also not really runny. They self-level pretty nicely. And again, this is going to be a really subtle shimmer. So here is number 33. Again, a super, super subtle glow to it. These are honestly, I would say, more of like a milky polish with just a tiny hint of cat eye to them. But you know what? Some people might be looking for that. And I like the color choices they made. They're very nude, neutral colors for people who like something just a little bit more basic. And basic in a good way, you know? I think there is something nice about classic staples. All right, and the number 34 is like a beigey oat color. And I do think the formula on this is pretty nice. It's self-level as well. You get decently even color payoff. Like that just evens out really easily. And just a slight shimmer there on an otherwise really nice oatmeal colored base. In number 35, we're getting into the peachy pink territory. The actual polish in this bottle, I would say, is quite a bit more cool than what is on the outside of the bottle. Again, I'm super impressed with the formula of these, like how smooth and self-leveling they are. I don't have a ton of experience with VALLA, but I do have one of their, I believe it's the Noble Night Collection cat eyes. And if you want a stunner, oh my gosh, I got the green. It is so pretty. So they can do like really sparkly, really shimmery cat eyes. This collection just happens to be on that more subtle side. This pink is really pretty. All right, and 36 might be my favorite from the set. It's just a really nice fruit pink. Look at that. Looks even better with that nice subtle glow. 37 is an even deeper peach pink. If any of you have any VALLA collection recommendations, let me know because I really like this formula. And if they're all like this, then I would like to try more. There's 37, and because this one's darker, I think you can see the magnetic particles a little bit better. But it's still a nice subtle shimmer. Very glowy. All right, and 38 is a bit of a more muted pink. There we go, just as glowy, but just a little bit more subtle in terms of the background color. And second to last, 39 is going to be more cool toned, almost like a mauve-y color. And 39. Almost like a gray pink, I would say. And last but not least is 40, and this is a little bit more on the warm side. All right, and that is the last one, number 40. All right, and here are all the swatches together. Again, very subtle shift here. It's going to be a little bit more apparent in these deeper pinks because there's more contrast between the magnetic particle and the polish itself, the base color. But if you are looking for some nice basic nudes with just a little hint of glow to them, this is the collection for you. If you are somebody who is a collector, a fan of fancy packaging, then this is also the set for you because that is definitely what drew my attention. But yeah, I am just so impressed with this formula and how smoothly they went on that I'm very keen to try some other VALLA collections. So definitely leave your suggestions in the comments. I really try to read every comment. I've gotten bad about replying right away, but I'm still trying to be at a place where I can reply to every comment. So I do really appreciate everybody who leaves feedback and suggestions. And yeah, I think this very well matches that like nice clean girl aesthetic. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot this salt recipe chrome. This is just like a nice pearl chrome. There are a few other options on the website, but I like a good pearl. So let me go ahead and top coat a swatch and then we'll see how this applies. All right, so for the fun of it, I'm gonna top half of it with this butter syrup color and then the other half with my Nail Thoughts Chrome It. Both of these I think work really well for applying full nail chrome. All right, so let's do half butter. Just so I can see if I can get that like glazed donut look. All right, then on the other half, I'll do my Nail Thoughts Chrome It. Trying to be careful here to not overlap. Okay, and this is SP number 2. And again, it's just a nice pearlized chrome. Salt Recipe also has some really pretty flakes, but they were out of stock. This one was also sent to me as PR just to try out. Ooh. Okay, you get a decent amount of powder in there. Then I'm just going to use a silicone tool to apply. Ooh, okay. Okay, so that is more opaque than I thought it would be, honestly. I thought it was going to be just like a sheen on top, but this is like a very nice pearl chrome. It's going to cover a lot of your base color because it has that opacity to it. Just a little bit more on the side here. All right, and then I'm going to take a dense sponge to really buff in any extra and clean off any excess. Okay, so here is what this chrome looks like. Again, it's a really nice pearl chrome. It's quite a bit more opaque than I initially thought it would be. You can see a little bit of the color underneath, just like a little tint. If you do it over clear, it's going to be very cool toned, silvery. But yeah, I think this would be really pretty for like those glazed donut nails, things like that. One of my Discord members had asked about using Jello for stamping, so I was just experimenting with it. So this is what it looks like over black. It's almost like a white silver. It's really nice. I do like it. All right, so here are all of the goodies. I'm realizing now, having them all laid out, that I went for very like pink, purple, blue pastel vibes this winter, which I'm not complaining. I love pastels. Very much a pastel girly, so I think both the collections I got are actually really good for doing like cutesy, icy, wintry designs, something kind of like what I'm wearing now. I just love sparkle. What can I say? I am easy to please, but I would say standouts for me. Really happy with this gum gel. This is the foil gel. I've only really tried one other, and it's from like a budget brand, and honestly it smelled horribly, so I'm happy to have this one. There's like a slight scent, but it's not nearly as bad as what I've used before, and it works really well. The foil seemed to stick great. The packaging for this collection definitely was to die for. Such a big fan of how the Yeonglong collection is put together. The colors themselves, I would say, aren't like the most exciting. They are very nude, very neutral, but I think that as like a good basic set, if you don't have a set of nudes, or you really like the very subtle cat eye shimmer that's included as part of that nude collection, If you're somebody who works in a salon who might get a lot of customers who prefer nudes, I think it's a great set to have. This Nekogel here is so precious. I cannot wait to use this for Valentine's Day. I think it will be a great background color. This Stella Deep Blue is stunning, and unfortunately it does make me want to order more because the one downside I would say is that this brand right now from Sweetie Nail Supply, it is quite expensive, but the color is just chef's kiss. What can I say? And then I do really like the Start Gel. I'm excited to have this so that when I do get cracks in my natural nails, I can have a hard gel to repair them with. Very keen on trying more from Bandi because that formula was just so smooth, so buttery with the magnetic gels. And then these colors I think again are just really great for like icy winter looks, and then even moving into springtime. They just have such nice sparkle to them. So if you are somebody who likes sparkly cat eyes, then this set might be for you. Oh, and then I really liked the Flicka brush, the petal brush, the pointed one. I think that's going to make some really pretty flower shapes. And of course the Abe is a rebuy, something that I've been using a lot lately. So yeah, that's my thoughts on all of this. That's my haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you weren't able to order some things for Black Friday because maybe they weren't in stock, or maybe you're saving this month for Christmas gifts, Sweetie Nail Supply is going to have a Boxing Day sale. I believe I'm allowed to say that much. It'll be sometime after Christmas, and hey, maybe you will get some extra cash to spend for the holidays. As always, thank you so much to everybody who uses my codes. It really does help the channel. Like, I would not be able to do my hauls and things like this if I didn't have all of your support. It really does mean a lot to me, especially as the holiday season comes around. I tend to get a little bit more sentimental, so I'm just very grateful and appreciative of where I am currently in my channel and this amazing community that I feel like I have been welcomed into with the nail art world. Speaking of which, if you would like to join my Discord, it's linked down below. People over there are so helpful with recommendations for products and answering questions, helping each other out, so definitely feel free to check that out. I also am trying to start a new series come the new year. I haven't picked the name yet. I'm thinking I will either go with Nails Demystified or the Nail Breakdown. Let me know which one actually that you like better in the comments. But essentially, if you've seen Shop House Nails on Instagram, she does her deconstruct a nail design where she will take a really popular viral nail design, like a single design, and then she will try to break down how the original artist created it. I would like to do that in long form. I actually reached out to her and she was very kind and encouraged me to take the idea and run with it and make it my own. So I want to do maybe like 5 designs to start with. If you would like to submit a design, I have a Google form down below where you can submit a picture of the nail design and leave a little note. You can also feel free to DM me on Discord or even on Instagram, and I'll take submissions that way too. If you are going to DM me, I just ask that maybe you include a picture, a link to the post where you found the design, and the original artist if you can find it, because I would like to be able to give credit. And yeah, I'm really excited to get that going, so feel free to submit your designs. Let me know what you have been curious about when it comes to popular designs online. But as always, I feel like I've talked way too much, so thank you again for watching this video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye!